The JBL Party Box 320, JBL Party Box Ultimate, Ultimate Ears Hyperboom, Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus, and Anker Soundcore Rave 3S are the most popular party speakers of 2025. But which is the absolute best? We are going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score, and we will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in. First, we are going to compare them on the sound quality category, which has a multiplier of 2. The JBL Party Box 320 delivers a powerful and punchy sound with its 240 watts that gets you moving right away. But I found that while it can play very loudly and cleanly, there's some compression in the bass at maximum volume, and the mid-range isn't always perfectly clear, earning it a 7.8 out of 10. Up next, the JBL Party Box Ultimate is an absolute powerhouse that produces some of the clearest and most articulate sound I've ever heard from a party speaker, maintaining incredible definition and tight, chest-thumping bass even at unreasonable volumes and from hundreds of feet away. Although its advanced Dolby Atmos feature is limited to a Wi-Fi connection, which isn't always practical for a party setting, leading me to a score of 9.2 out of 10. I found the Ultimate Ears Hyperboom offers a very well-balanced soundstage where the powerful bass never overwhelms the other elements of the music, but it does feel a bit restrained and less open at lower volumes, and struggles to reproduce that really deep, rumbly low bass compared to the JBLs, which is why I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. When I tested the Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus, its deep, pumping low end was impressive for hip-hop and electronic dance music, especially with the bass-up feature on. But the clarity on vocals and instruments suffers due to a dip in the high mids and treble, lacking the fine detail you'd find in a more premium speaker, so it gets a 7.2 out of 10. Finally, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S gives you an impressively full and lively sound right out of the box from its 200 watts of power, delivering a great party atmosphere with detailed highs and powerful bass that doesn't distort at high volumes. And while it may not have the deepest sub-bass for audiophiles, its overall performance is fantastic for its price, which is why it's getting a 9.5 out of 10. With its lively, detailed sound that holds up even at high volumes, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S takes the win in this category with 9.5 points because it provides an outstanding and fun listening experience that represents incredible value. Next, we are going to compare them on the portability and design category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The JBL Party Box 320 has a telescopic handle and wider, sturdier wheels that make it easier to roll around than its predecessor. But its heavy and bulky plastic frame still requires a great deal of strength to carry in one hand. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Weighing a massive 87 pounds, the JBL Party Box Ultimate is definitely a two-person job to lift. Although I found its sturdy wheels and easy-to-grip handle make it manageable to transport to various locations, and it feels impressively solid with an IPX4 splash-proof rating. This one gets a 6.8 out of 10. I really like the sleek, minimal diamond shape of the Ultimate Ears Hyperboom, and its clever pull-out rubber handle makes it easy to carry its 13-pound frame around the house, though it's certainly not a speaker you'd toss in a backpack for a long hike. It earns an 8.9 out of 10. Taking inspiration from a classic boombox, the Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus features a solid carrying handle and even includes a detachable shoulder strap, which is great because it weighs over double its smaller sibling, but it feels durable, and I appreciate that it's IPX7 rated to be fully submersible and can even float. I'm giving it a 9.4 out of 10. Finally, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S feels like a compact concert speaker, with its sturdy top handle making it convenient to position at a party. But at over 10 kilograms, it's more like a carry-on you move from the car to the backyard, rather than something you'd carry around town. This one gets a 7.2 out of 10. With its classic boombox-inspired design and the added flexibility of a shoulder strap, the Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus takes the win here with 9.4 points for being surprisingly manageable despite its power. Next, we are going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The JBL Party Box 320 claims an 18-hour runtime, and what I love is that the battery is user replaceable. But in my testing, this thing chewed through its battery in just a few hours at high volume with the lights on, which is a bit of a letdown. even with its fast charging feature that gives you 2 hours of playback from a 10-minute charge. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. For a speaker, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate's battery is anything but, giving me about 8 hours of real-world playback at a reasonable 60% volume with the lights and bass boost active, which feels quite low for such a premium and large unit that isn't as easily portable as the others. It gets a 6.5 out of 10. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom is a true marathon runner, officially rated for 24 hours, and my tests confirmed this with an incredible 22 hours of continuous playback. Though cranking it to max volume will drain it in about 3 hours, it still recharges in under 3 hours, which is fantastic. This one gets a 9.6 out of 10. Anker's Soundcore Boom 2 Plus boasts up to 20 hours of playtime, and while one test only got 13 hours, it still offers a solid duration for its price. However, I did find that it took a surprisingly long 9 hours to fully recharge from empty, which is a major drawback if you're in a hurry. I'm scoring it a 9.0 out of 10. Finally, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S officially offers up to 12 hours of playtime, which I found drops to around 8 hours with the bass and lights going at a party-appropriate 80% volume, and the slow 6-hour recharge time feels like a real step down from competitors like the Hyperboom. All rated a 7.2 out of 10. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom takes the crown here with its massive 22-hour tested runtime and speedy charging, proving you can have both endurance and power. Next, we are going to compare them on the connectivity and features category, which has a multiplier of 2x. The JBL PartyBox 320 offers solid modern essentials like Bluetooth 5.4 with multi-point pairing and Auracast for linking speakers, plus handy microphone and guitar inputs. But I was a bit let down by the lack of high-resolution codec support, leaving me with just the basic SBC option for streaming. For that, it gets a 8.0 out of 10. Stepping up to the JBL PartyBox Ultimate felt like a huge leap, mostly because its Wi-Fi connection is a game changer that let me stream high-resolution and even Dolby Atmos music without worrying about my phone calls interrupting the party. Though it is a shame that its Bluetooth connection still does not support those higher quality codecs when you are away from a network, earning it a 9.1 out of 10. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom has a clever feature I love for parties, letting 2 people connect via Bluetooth at the same time for easy DJ handoffs. And its adaptive equalizer smartly tunes the sound to the room. But with no Wi-Fi and more basic multi-speaker support, it feels a bit behind the times compared to the newer competition, which is why I am giving it a 7.2 out of 10. I found the Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus to be a super dependable workhorse, giving me the ability to link up with more than 100 other speakers through PartyCast, and even charge my phone from its USB-C port in a pinch. And while it lacks the fancy inputs of a JBL, its core features are rock solid for any event, scoring an 8.5 out of 10. Finally, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S is just an incredible value package because it not only comes with 2 wireless microphones right in the box, but also has a surprisingly good AI vocal removal feature for instant karaoke nights. And even though it cannot charge my other devices, the addition of modern Auracast technology makes it a future-proof choice, so it gets a 9.4 out of 10. And that makes the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S the winner in this category, with 9.4 points for packing in unbeatable value with its included wireless microphones and karaoke features. Finally, we are going to compare them on the value for money category, which has a multiplier of 3. The JBL PartyBox 320 gives you that signature rich, punchy sound with a fantastic 23-hour battery life. But honestly, it struggles with some bass compression when you really crank it up, and the directivity isn't the best, making it a solid but not exceptional choice for the price. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate is an absolute monster with stunning lights and booming, clean, bass-heavy sound that supports Dolby Atmos. Yet its extremely high price and occasional AirPlay connectivity issues make it a luxury item rather than a smart buy for most people looking for real value. I am giving this a 6.0 out of 10. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom delivers impressively balanced sound and boasts an amazing battery that lasts over 23 hours. But it struggles to produce that deep, rumbling low bass you feel in your chest and feels a bit pricey when it lacks the party features of its rivals. This gets a 7.0 out of 10. The Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus comes in strong, blasting deep, pumping low end with its bass up mode, and a fully waterproof build that even floats, although the sound isn't quite as detailed as the premium models, and the hard plastic enclosure can feel a bit cheap. It earns an 8.8 out of 10. Finally, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S is a true party starter, delivering powerful 200-watt sound and great karaoke features with 2 included wireless microphones. Though the sound can get a little unbalanced at the highest volumes, and the light show feels a bit basic compared to the JBLs. It gets a 9.5 out of 10. So, for sheer bang for your buck, the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S takes the crown with a score of 9.5 because it packs in a ton of features and includes 2 wireless mics at a price that significantly undercuts the competition. The results of our comparison show each product shines in its own way, but the Anker Soundcore Rave 3S stands out with its score of 87.9. From my personal experience using all these speakers, the Rave 3S truly encapsulates the essence of a party speaker. Its vibrant sound quality, coupled with future-proof connectivity features and a superb value for money proposition, make it a standout choice. Plus, the inclusion of 2 wireless microphones adds a fun karaoke element, rounding off an exceptional package that ensures any gathering is memorable. As for the rest of the contenders, each has its own unique strengths. The Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Plus, with a score of 85.4, offers great portability and impressive bass, making it another excellent choice. The Ultimate Ears Hyperboom, while slightly trailing with 80.15, stands out for its marathon battery life and balanced sound. The JBL PartyBox 320 and the Ultimate, with scores of 78.1 and 74.55 respectively, deliver robust sound experiences, but they seem to fall short in the overall value department. Regardless, each speaker in this lineup has earned its place for delivering fantastic audio experiences.